Yo, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of The Source. Continuing on with college football week 9. It's Wednesday night, 2 more Conference USA games. I'm recording this before the Tuesday night game, so hopefully by the time you're watching this, we had ourselves a winning Tuesday. But like I said, 2 Conference USA games. Let's do it.
Welcome to The Source. The Source. Source. Hey, get the Source.
So first up, Jacksonville State is on the road at Florida International. FIU catching 7.5 points or 8, depending on your sports book, at home here. So big home dog. Total sitting at 46, which is up from 44.5. Public's all over Jacksonville State in this one. Line moved up from 7.5 to 8, and that's where it's been sitting pretty much all week. I think you still can get 7.5s out there, but for the most part, I think we're looking at 8. Action still seems to be coming in on Jacksonville State. So it's really hard to make a case for FIU right now. I had them at plus 5.5 last week against Sam Houston. They end up getting the win in double overtime, but it was ugly. It was real ugly. Quarterback Keon Jenkins' stat line doesn't look that bad, but I watched that entire game, and he was struggling in 90% of it. He did make a couple throws in the fourth quarter, and then obviously he made the big throw in double overtime to win the game, but as a whole, he wasn't very good. They had no downfield passing attack at all, and this was against Sam Houston, who has a decent defense, but they can't really defend the pass. Now, Jacksonville State's defense as a whole has been pretty awful against the pass, but then last week they showed up in a huge way, specifically the second half. Western Kentucky has the strongest passing attack in the conference, and the Gamecocks defense shut WKU down in the second half. Austin Reed completed just 50% of his passes and had just a 103 passer rating. That 103 passer rating, that was Austin Reed's worst performance of the season, and the second worst of his entire 2-year career as the starting quarterback there. The only time Austin Reed had a lower passer rating than that 103 was last season on the road at Auburn. So even though as a whole, Jacksonville State has not defended the pass well this year, I think we can count on them to hold FIU's passing attack in check because, I mean, that offense looks bad. And as far as FIU establishing the run game, I mean, just forget it. Just remove that idea from your head because FIU doesn't have much of a rushing attack at all, and Jacksonville State's 61st in effective rush defensively. Run game's most likely not going to be there. Now, on the other side of the ball, FIU does actually do a decent job of defending the pass. That was another reason of why I bet them last week against Sam Houston. Sam Houston is a pass-first offense. FIU's 86th in effective pass, so they're actually somewhat decent against the pass. And you can see it in their game logs. Whenever FIU has played a pass-first offense, they've been in the game. Obviously, they beat Sam Houston last week. They had a nice home win against North Texas back in week 2. That's a real nice win for them. And they went on the road to Louisiana Tech and played them down to the wire. They were 12-point underdogs in that game, and it came down to the last possession. So they've played well against teams that rely on the pass. Here's the problem with that. Jacksonville State doesn't throw the ball at all. They've run the ball on 59.81% of their snaps this season. That's the 14th most in the FBS. This is a run-heavy offense all the way. FIU's defense has been absolutely awful against the run. There's a reason this line's all the way up at 7.5, 8. I don't see how FIU keeps this game close. I hate that everyone's on Jacksonville State. I hate that I have to lay 7.5, 8 points on the road here. But there's just no way I can get to FIU. So I'm going to go with the Gamecocks here. Give me Jacksonville State minus 7.5 next game. UTEP on the road at Sam Houston State. Sam Houston laying 3 points at home here, which is down from 3.5. It actually was at 3 earlier in the week. Then it went up to 3.5. Now it looks like it's coming back down to 3. Total sitting all the way down at 36.5. Publix on Sam Houston in this one, just like it was last week. Like I said, this line was at 3 on Monday morning. Then it moved up to 3.5. It looks like books are starting to drop it down to 3. As I'm recording this, you can still get 3.5s or 3s, depending on where you look. So I'm skipping this one for now. Head coach is not telling us whether or not Gavin Hardison is going to be playing in this game or not. If he does play, I think UTEP wins this game straight up. So catching 3 points, I definitely will be all over UTEP. But if he doesn't play and UTEP's forced to try to run the ball on the road against the Sam Houston run defense, I don't know if I can take the points there. So this is most likely a pass for me. But if it's announced that Gavin Hardison is good to go, I'm taking UTEP plus the points, and I'll probably also bet the money line. If you want my top bets, parlays of the day, or you want to join our Discord, or you want to see picks for all sports, head over to KyleKirms.com. The information's right there on the homepage. College football week 9. These midweek Conference USA games are tough. Let's pick our spots. Remember to bet responsibly, and I'll talk to you in the Discord.